Hello there everyone and welcome back. The Mrrshan worlds are now under my blockade. Not quite under my domain just yet, but really damn close to it. As Varas Prime's main defense force has been eradicated with very little effort. Despite the fact that it looks like there's one frigate there. That looks a lot more intimidating. But now is the process actually breaking their ground fleet. It's since I've kind of been neglecting my bombing potential there, with literally only like one bomb per destroyer. I'm not going to be able to eradicate him just yet. And I'm fine with that actually, because I want to conquer them. So I can benefit from the spoils of having them at full capacity. Well, once they're assimilated at least. And since my concern recently has been my fleet command points, I'm going to scrap this one outpost since I shouldn't need any more. And probably scrap the second one when I'm ready. Because, really, I don't have to worry about this outpost here, because that's practically going to take out that pirate ship for me. Not to mention there's no real risk anyway. And then, it's just a matter of getting my satellite network up here, which is connected to the wormhole right behind my homeworld, so this will be pretty important to get this all set up. It's just a shame I can't get any military outposts all set up in this area, or at least on the other end, to kind of graciously receive them. Oh well. Do I continue bombing though? I hate to destroy structures. And, well, the Marines are actually dropping down. There's just no way I could specifically target the Marine barracks, because if I want to continue a sustained bombardment, in all honesty, it would be... Ooh. I can happily do that, but Darlocks are not going to be happy, are they? Well, they did not warn me, but I'm pretty certain that that may have hurt relations with them some. Yep. I need to deal with the Mrrshan quickly and get myself established, which thankfully I'm already well underway with that, with the sensor net here. But since they're not at war with me, I'm not going to get any indication of any fleet going through that space, so I'm going to have to keep a hawk eye on that. In all seriousness. But, let's deal with the scout, since I failed to deal with it beforehand. They're nice, simple, easy, and let the blockade commence. And what exactly does a blockade do, though? Okay, it cannot buy, or it cannot buy production or manually scrap structures, okay. There's a morale, let's see, there's a morale penalty, and I confiscate half the credits. Ooh, I like that. I don't know if that's already applied here. I'm going to assume not, because I'm pretty certain it was already 160. But if that's their homeworld and it's under blockade, I like it. I like it a lot. We just got to keep this construction going. Pollution is starting to get up there, but I can fix that, right? Let's see, yeah, atmospheric renewers. I do need more... Well, I can't even get any marine or transport ships here, so that's no known concern at the moment. So worry about that later. And I have two more about to make their way over, and I can rush one more. Yeah, even my homeworld's making one right now, so I got a good handful coming, so it's just gonna suck because I'm gonna need more for the homeworld, don't I? And what else is there to build over here? Spaceport, trade goods, orbital battery. There's a lot. There's not much left for this homeworld as far as production anyway, so I think I'm in good shape. Just keeping that mill. Ooh. Non-aggression pack. Considering that the Cylons are not going to be happy with that, to be honest, but am I okay with that? Because if I agree to a non-aggression pack, I can go all out with relations, for now, with the Cylons, despite the mild penalty I'll get. But they'll also really tick them off. But the last thing I need is 2 wars, and I think I have the buffer for it. Is there any way I could find out what my relations are with the Cylons? Not currently, unless I decline. I like the prospect, because the Klakons are quite frankly the bigger threat, so I'm obliged to agree with this. Because they're already at war with the Cylons. So...
We would advise against your current policy.
Yeah, and okay, they're neutral at the moment, so I'm okay with that. I'm willing to stay on the Cylon's good side anyway, but since they're so far away, there's no real risk aside for Orion here. Ooh, and I actually could see the Guardian. Not exactly its stats, mind you, but I do get basic ratings out of it, so at least that's something I could compare with for when I'm ready to make my way out to try and conquer Orion. But hey, I got a handful of Gaia worlds within reach already, so that's not a huge issue right now. What is an issue is finishing up with these Mrrshan. Get that all conquered. And let's see, I am getting a little bit of profit there, and I have so much riches I should start rushing stuff. So, to help with my command point issue, I'm going to rush the starbase. I don't know if I want to rush any other ones, but more transport ships is a must, I think. But pollution also needs to go down, and I'm not seeing any current penalties yet. I'm just afraid what will happen if I leave it up there. So I need to try and manage that some. Now, what am I to do over here? Because it looks like something was built here, or was getting built until it probably destroyed the space factory that was there. I'm not sure what was going on. It doesn't look like a sensor net, that much I'll tell you. They're enemy spy, Yan Prime, get lost, no one likes you. I'm gonna deal with you, personally. And what else do we have built? Okay, that's 3 transport ships. It probably doesn't hurt to have one more, and since I have the credits so afforded for now, let's try rushing it. And I'm not concerned with Milf. Milf's fine as is. I could probably rush some of these, but I'll rush one, and that way I'll focus on the pollution there. I just don't want to overdo it if possible, because I still want to start saving up for Ferris Prime as well, because that's going to be the real treat. Hell, the real question is, do I just go straight for Ferris Prime and just leave Soft for last? Maybe that's a better idea, since it's right next door anyway. I should probably do that, actually. I'm still trying to figure out what this thing is. It doesn't want to tell me. I want to assume that's a scrapped outpost, maybe? No, because apparently I had one there and it didn't show, so I'm not sure what to make of it. Oh, and it won't let me build here anyway, for some reason either. Probably because it's their territory. I could build here. So yeah, that has to tell me that was an outpost of some kind that just wasn't finished yet. And I'd rather have an outpost, a sensor outpost there, because I'm not sure if that's a dead end yet or not. We'll see.
Proposition for you.
Okay, I'm willing to have an embassy. You're at war with no one, from last I checked. It doesn't even want to show me anyway. Yep, you're at war with no one. So all good there. I'll keep on good terms with you for now. Ooh, this is where the blockade comes in. It's a Mark 9. Wow. It's pretty potent, but I would love to just auto-resolve. I have so many frigates that are such low health, though. That's probably going to screw me over, isn't it? Take your bets, folks. Going once, going twice. Nothing died. I could be happy about that. Do want to drop bombs? Ugh. I'll drop this one time. It didn't kill anything. Not that I could see. But then again, it doesn't really want to give me an effective combat report, so I could have just simply missed it if something was killed or destroyed, quite frankly. Onward to Ferris Prime, the invasion begins. So, with 4 transports, maybe 5? I think it's only 4 at the moment. Yeah, I don't think 4 is actually enough. And these ships are fully repaired, so they can go back to this border here. Ooh, and that's a Klakon scout ship? Look at that bulbous little thing. At first I thought it was like a probe. Or an outpost. It looked very circular at its glance, so... silly little thing. There's a non-aggression pack, so there's no threat of them at the moment. And that space factory is going to wait there for now. Ooh, and I do have another transport ship. I rushed it, so... 5 I'm hoping will be enough, especially with the upgrade to the power armor. I'm going to assume that automatically applies. I'm going to have to find out quickly. Let's see, Spice needs order. Oh, what's GNN? Baratze have been busy, wow. 13 planets there. They're a war from now on, so they're going to continue to go crazy there. At some point, they're probably going to get involved with the Sarrak and Darlok war efforts, probably. But since they're busy fighting with each other, they're just not interested in dealing with the Baratze just yet. That's probably what's going on. So, waiting orders at First Prime. So, well, I would like to move this, but the gray box is kind of in the way. So, established mission, trade unions are done. Let me just infiltrate other stuff. I don't want to sabotage and risk losing a spy, so we'll just do a bunch of low-risk stuff for now. Because, again, I'm going to conquer pretty damn soon anyway, so I don't see the concern. Alright, guard, block there. Don't let any pirates nearby. Everything move. The convoy is underway, so what fleet needs orders? Oh, the factory. Oh, and I didn't upgrade yet, so that... But, either way, everything's all nicely established over here. Next turn, it will make its way back. There's no way to hopefully the Darloks can get back past that sensor net, but god. Come to think of it, Masters of Orion 1 and 2, or at least Masters of Orion 2, they had a trait that allowed them to be completely invisible until they actually got onto your planets there. You couldn't see them actually moving. And that could be the case here. I'm kind of tempted to get the power armor because armor barracks requires like more setup time, which I don't want to wait, ideally. And I get a robo-miner for more production, which is always nice. So what else do I need? I like more research. Spectral analyzer, what is this? Oh, bonus hull damage. That's interesting. But all these are like upgrades, and choose between that. I think I want to go with planetology because I'm going to be focusing on my infrastructure pretty soon. And antimatter drive sounds like a nice second option. Neutronium armor. Is there anywhere where I can upgrade my shields? Although to be honest, armor is probably better with what I'm seeing currently with the Mrrshan, their mass driver priority. So, not quite sure what would be the best route yet. So, either way, I don't think it hurts to have like 2 more sensor nets here, because I really have nothing else that's really near my main planets anyway. I will happily accept this. It'll build up relations. It'll annoy the Clackons. Yeah, I don't care. We agreed a non-aggression pact, so there's nothing you can do there unless you want to be real dicks about it. Remember, it was a non-aggression pact, not one where I can't collaborate with your enemies, right? I just wish I knew how long it would last, though. Because I'm not seeing... Yeah, it just says I'm at peace. It doesn't say anything about a non-aggression pact. Probably it's just... Maybe peace refers to the fact that I picked the non-aggression pact. Maybe. And I do need to pay attention. Oh. There's another Ravager. I already know this is well in my favor, and these are at full strength. So... Slight bit of damage. Not a huge concern. And that will repair nicely enough. Ooh, Altair Prime's pollution's going up. Really? That must have been like a spy or something that I may have missed, was it? Is there a way I can check history of stuff there? Because I know there was a bunch of indications down here I missed. Because that snuck up on me as far as I'm concerned. Thankfully, let's see, 50 pollution, so it is going up actually, so I'm going to have to cut off on pollution a little bit. Actually, since I'm full on food anyway, let's just focus it on more research, because why the hell not? And then we'll get the pollution done. Actually, I don't need much more from this, so rush this, get the pollution underway, and then we'll be, at that point, we should be ready to focus on infrastructure a little bit. If only a little bit. Speaking of which, I should watch the pollution levels on everything else here too. Like this tolerance level is just barely there. And this is... oh, this is stagnant on growth, so let's fix that some. Get that population back underway. And at the same time, that should help. Yeah, it is going to reduce population or pollution some. Perfect. And how's Ella looking? It's dropping down really quick, so that'll be back to full production pretty soon. Everything else looks good. That, yeah, Altair Prime pollution snuck up on me, so I think that's the work of spies, maybe. I want to assume. So it's a good thing I caught that. That could have ended up really horribly for me, economically. Because I think that deforms my planets, as opposed to terraforming. I don't know what you would call that. Either way, it would have been really bad, and I didn't want that. In fact, when you're going to get underway with more sensor nets, yeah, there's the same structure looking as up in Mrrshan, so it has to be a sensor net or an outpost or something that just never got built, I'm assuming. That's the assumption I'm going to go with. Let's see, another pirate ship. Way up there. Wow, I got some real vision. Do I have a oh, it's probably from this sensor net here, so... now, the real question, which way are they going? So, a lot of stuff done there, nice. Production is done in EM4. Let's drop pollution down some, get the population back underway, because why not? And it can naturally just drop its pollution while I keep the transport ships going, which are still going to be 3 turns, nice. I'm happy about this. Gonna go at a nice steady rate. Just gotta make sure I don't... well, it doesn't hurt if I overdo it, because I'm probably gonna still use them later on for, like, against Klakons or the Darlocks, which I'm more worried about. Gonna think of it. Let's see, any movement here? Not that I can see anyway, but the Sarak are trying to go after him with 2 ships, 2 whole ships. I don't think that's gonna work very well. And let's see, Stelio 2. You're stagnant production right now, so let's fix you up some. And your pollution is also going up, so... there we go. That will just naturally drop it down and continue with building. What do I build, though? Morale sounds good, especially for 3 turns just to build it, so... I'm not arguing with that. Marine barracks be good, but this is out in the middle of nowhere, so this is relatively safe as far as invasion, right? Aside for the Darlock wormhole, I keep forgetting about that. That's right in my back door, and it's like the most inconveniently placed spot. And we'll have these things skip. Because I want all the transports to group up first before I do anything. Klakons and Cylons are not happy with each other. That much is safe to say. Spies were caught trying to cause a strike, which I'm not happy with. Gonna kill it, get rid of it. Never see it again. So, how are we doing? How many more ships do I need? 2 transports there. That'll take 3 more turns and another one. That's gonna take 4. Yeah, we're almost there. Let's try and rush through this quickly. I want to see Mrrshan Prime get conquered. Although, knowing my luck, it's probably not gonna happen still, is it? I do have upgrades. The power armor hopefully is applied, and you're just going to stay there and repair some. We'll have this other one stand watch. A few more turns. Then I can focus on bigger, better things. Trade tree's done with Sakura. Ooh, 11 billion credits. Just means I can rush more stuff, really. In fact, do I want to keep the diplomacy going? Try and build that up, although I'm going to be in a collision course with the Darlocks wanting to go to war with me, so I need to be really... I gotta be really vigilant there if I'm going to do this.
Now this is a fair deal.
Well, that's funny. Because I'm still going to get profits. That's weird. I'm going to agree to it just so I can keep on their good side.
You make yourself...
The reason why I want to get on such good side with the Sakura is because they were the other race I was considering playing as, to be honest, but didn't really like their look of their starting ships there. But I might, if I ever do another playthrough, I might do as the Sakura. Diplomacy is going to be a pain in the butt, though, considering that's one of their negative quirks. And yeah, I think going to war with the Darlocks is actually going to be helpful, because since they're already at war with the Sakura, they're going to not really attack me anyway, and that's probably part of the reason why they won't go to war with me to begin with. It's because they're already at war with their faction. So I think I'm in good hands. I don't have to worry too much, I just can't get tunnel vision. That's the real thing here. I can't get too infatuated with the Mrrshan ships here. Or the worlds, rather. Because that could come to bite me in the ass if I'm not careful. Let's see, how's this coming along? One more turn until that's built. And it's not even upgraded yet to an advanced factory, so that's something I'm going to want to do too. So, more production. Which one is this? You have 4. Pollution is going down, so that's not a threat. Population is going up, that's a bonus. Oh, and I didn't even get the toxic processor, so that would explain a little bit why his pollution is going up. And just focus on all the goods. Especially since this is my rich world, might as well keep its production going and get some more star bases. That's something I haven't really thought about. I have like 2 or 3 worlds that could build star bases for me. Do I want... Let's see, what do I have here? Because building a holo sim seems like the least productive. Yeah, starbase is actually faster, so I'm going to go with the starbase here. Get some more command points that way. And I'll worry about the approval for later, because this one person on strike's already like Ryan for other reasons because of the he's not yet assimilated, so that's not really a concern because of that. Build up the command points so I can build up a massive fleet.
It is no secret that we have both profited from this arrangement. Why stop now?
We have both profited. We haven't even got started. It's only 20 billion credits. Have you seen my profits? That was a poor deal, I gotta say, for me. I don't know what kind of intel you get as far as the star charts, mind you. Okay, I have infiltrates economy. Now I know their food growth. Which is still growing. Which is interesting. I figured it would have already been max population. Come on, move everything over. Is that all my transport ships? That's 5. I'm really hesitant about this. Ooh. Look at how fancy my troops are now with their powered armor. You would think 20 Marines would do it right. Massive overkill though. I'd rather just go with 16 and save one of my transports for... Let's go all out. I want to capture this homeworld. There, conquered. Perfect. I don't even know how many survived, but I conquered it. Sadly, that used up all my ships. And God, jeez. Can I brag that I'm here to save the day? Because their pollution levels are awful, and they're starving their people. Seriously. The Mrrshan don't know how lucky they have it, that I'm here to save them. Even though food's still going to be a concern, so... I'm going to rush a few things here. The soil enrichment, rush that. And then get the alien management center going. So I have the money to rush both these, so I'm going to do it. I want to save their starving issue and also get rid of their pollution levels, which just moving everything I was already doing. So I think we're good. Mrrshan Prime is now, or Furas Prime. Either way, that's good. We're going to have you guard, for now, oversee that no one tries any insurrections while it's under my domain. And now, all that's left is the Soft 2, and the Mrrshan are gone from the rest of this campaign.